Morning, 30th of September 2021. Well, I didn't get a lie in, it woke me up, can't get away from it, so I thought I might as well do it now. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool, as a collective. Without you it doesn't work, so concentrate on your cards. It woke me up with, I thought it was rain down in Mexico, and then they just laughed at me. It's rain down in Africa apparently, and I think it's Toto. Now, because spirit speak in forked tongues, Toto also was the name of the dog in Wizard of Oz, wasn't it? So we've got countries now. We've got Mexico, Africa, Australia, and the dog, which could be a pet, much loved pet that's passed, or somebody born 1970 plus or minus 12 February to February. Because that's how it works. They don't deal in literal words, they deal in images and buzzwords, and we have to figure out what it means. So don't ever just take things at face value, but the song is Rains Down in Africa by Toto. So let's see if it has any relevance whatsoever to the read. I can't even remember what the song's about. I don't think it's about rain, but it might be. And we've forecast a lot of rain, so maybe where you are, it is. So rainbows with the Wizard of Oz, the Yellow Brick Road, things not being what they appear because the Wizard of Oz was just a little man behind a curtain, wasn't it? Oops. The first card. So today we're looking for the Empress, which is mothers and growth. Growing as a person, growing as a soul. Sometimes that's painful. Can be pregnancy. Can be the military. May the 31st, November the 11th. Finally getting it right, April. So we'll see what the feminine energy is doing. It's a divine feminine. It's all four queens in one. There she is, right at the end of the day. So arguments then. Arguments with the feminine in your life. Could be a Taurus, could be a Scorpio, could be a mother energy, could be any woman in your life. It's about nothing growing in barren lands. Arguments with the feminine. Scorpio energy is also mentioned. Disappointments. Looking back on the past, dwelling in the past, crying over spilt milk, which you played your part in. But you're not to blame. 5 months. It's in the past. Can't keep being beat up about it by yourself or others. It's time to stop dwelling on it. Dust yourself off. And we've got putting the effort in, working really hard. But it's living to work instead of working to live. So throwing yourself into your work. Possibly to make sure there's a legacy left for the kids. But can you see the kid there? Not happy. They're not bothered about that. All they want is your time. 8 years. So it may be a child that tells you, cuts through the bullshit and gets to the point, says what they think. It's clarity. It's truth. It's no more bullshit. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, younger energy, immature energy, fast communication. And possibly a homecoming. Someone's had enough. Maybe returning to the parental home. It's the wounded warrior that needs to heal, and they want to go back to the place where they're loved. Somebody's juggling too many things, trying to do too much by themselves without asking for help, or receiving no help. Doing it all by themselves. And all these negative cards, yet spirits say that's a victory. Someone who's been sitting on the fence long enough, 2 years at least. Victory is coming. Don't gloat. So this victory is when you return home. You may not see it that way. You may see it as a failure. It's going back to where you can receive the help and care you need. But it's going to cause arguments with a feminine energy. Unless, no, I'm not going to say that. There's no major arcanas in this first row, which is very, very important. It means that the only thing that is important is that you heal yourself. And then there's success. There's no major arcanas. So we've got 6 days, 9 days, 2 years, 5 months, 8 years. And we've got a possible mother and child. This one they used to say was so sharp they'd cut themselves. So if your mum ever said that about you, that's probably you. So again, we've got acceptance. Accept what is. There's a fire sign male that refuses to take action. Unfunny, unfaithful. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And something coming around again, Mercury retrograde, because it wasn't brought to a conclusion. So there's no travel to the object of your desire, be they persons, things or events, until you bring this to a conclusion. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius are mentioned. Those born on the 21st, living or past, yet for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. It may be them that's been put in this negative situation by a narcissist. There's children here or younger energies love themselves too much. Gemini and possibly a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, younger, immature energy. The Gemini cuts through the bullshit, says it how it is. The Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is all about themselves. It may be an offer of love that's refused. Somebody's been deceitful, kept things too close to the chest, tried to get away with something that they got away with before and it didn't work. 7 weeks. And there's a woman scorned here, or someone who's been heartbroken. She's not seeing things clearly, she's not detached, and she won't give good advice. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, doctor, priest or lawyer. Yeah, comparing yourself to others, comparison's not your friend. You may not have had the payoff yet. And so your inner child is having a tantrum, saying I want it and I want it now and I want it my way. Well, that don't work with spirit. So you see your cup is half empty. We know it's not empty or full, it's refillable. Maybe it hasn't paid off until now, but if you keep putting the effort in, it will pay off at a later date. Because we've got the success card. 7 years is mentioned. Running out of options. Don't know which way to turn. And have you noticed again, there's only one major arcana. The 21 is negative. It just means delays until you bring this to a conclusion. Hopefully an amicable conclusion. That's what retrograde's about. Revisiting things, reassessing, etc. So we've got boredom. It's never good, is it? People are bored to do stupid things. Refusing to accept, and Spirit want you to accept it. Heartbreak caused by this unfaithful fire sign, a disappointment. Possible minor surgery, possible heart attacks, or could be separations, temporary or permanent. Something coming between you and what you want. 3 weeks is mentioned. And then we have a marriage. Somebody's putting the effort in so that it doesn't end. Or a friendship. Or a faith, a belief. It's about the neck and throat healing. It's about speaking your truth. It's about material matters. Study, teachers. Those born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's Taurus energy. And injustice will be righted. So karma is going into play. A decision is made. Somebody has to learn to stand on their own 2 feet, or is finally willing to do so. Somebody may be becoming single. But the feminine energy, like I said, isn't happy about it. She doesn't want this to happen again. Taurus energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She's not happy about it. And she's unreliable and unpredictable. Not as generous as she usually is. Yeah. This is a time of mourning, grieving, confusion. Too many options. And like Spirit said, they're taking those options away, which will leave you feeling left out in the cold. isolated, either voluntarily or against your will. There's lightning outside, so the rain's falling. So rain is what was in the song, isn't it? It could be that you're a bird in a gilded cage, but you're lonely in a room full of people. Isolation. Yeah, it's because somebody refuses to cut those ties, rid themselves of the negative energy that surrounds them, which is what that says. You need to bring something to a conclusion now. A home is not a home unless you're fully present. So a house move may be needed because someone is not fully present in the home. There's no welcome when they do come home, which is what you want. You want that welcome. You want the happiness, the happy home life. It's not there. Because there's a snake in the grass. Again, fire sign energy, because snakes are fire signs. Those born 1965, plus or minus 12 February to February as well. It's be alert, be aware of the people around you, because they're not all they seem. It's about your growth, needing to get back out into nature to realise the value, the true value in life of what abundance really is, and it's not money. So there is an unexpected visitor or message, but usually the visitor coming your way. Somebody who's been looking back for a very long time, like I said, looking at the disappointment. It's a positive energy, whoever it is. You'll find out about who's been trying to destroy you. There's a run of bad luck, I'm afraid. You're not all in clover. Something has been revealed or will be revealed. You will learn a lesson, a valuable life lesson, but it will open doors. And it's about the spirit. Spirit are really getting in on this one, aren't they? It's mainly about you, your ego, your inner child, not your big-headedness. It's about looking after that inner child. It's about nurturing yourself just as much as you nurture anyone else. It's probably about those born on the 19th as well. There is a life force, an energy, a quickening that translates through you into action, because there's only one of you in all time. And then Martha and Graham are mentioned. The sun is the centre of our lives. Someone may feel that they're the centre of our universe. Traditionally, this is why the placement of the sun is most significant. The sun is our spirit, our personality. It represents, along with Uranus, the animating flash of life. It's who we are essentially. It is also the need to express who we are. In ancient belief, the sun Amen-Ra, the god among all gods, whose name leads to Amen, the words at the end of a prayer. So, Spirit is saying, so mote it be. It's about the condition of our bodies. So we'll go back again to the heart. There may be something wrong with the heart. Or someone is using that, like the old anecdote of the mother clasping her chest and saying, you can't leave, or my heart. And there's actually nothing wrong with it. Speaking gate lasts longest. So, it's a return to the light, the ability to transform and rise again. But you can't until you end this chapter. The sun is our strength, what we put our focus on. It is no surprise that it was the suns that the early people venerated. They developed the idea of a life-giving creator. The sun is also the universal spark, called spirit, that enlivens the body. It's our strength. The sun is the desire to bring on the outside what exists on the inside. It's also the sign of Leo. I wish to live, I want to thrive. When the sun card presents itself in a spread, it is encouraging spin. All eyes are on you. You have the strength and power to get things done now. All things that are truly meaningful are starting to happen. You are now in a place to lead and inspire. It is through the sun's inspiration and creativity that will enable you to make things materialise. This may be at the front of a group, or on a stage, or just the way that you lead with confidence. The sun card gives an emphatic yes to your reading. So any question that you had, a yes-no question. Another meaning behind the card is the summer months are relevant. Summer may be when the wished-for event occurs. Parties, events that emphasise creativity and fun. Children, childlike adults, all figure into this situation. This card also implies an aptitude for acting, or just a period where dramatic ability, creative leadership could greatly benefit your mission. So they're doing it again. They're showing me a mother holding her chest with great drama, saying, you can't leave now because of my heart. So that may or may not be relevant. Because this is a mother energy that we're arguing with. You may find yourself singled out perhaps in a dramatic situation where you show your skills in some impromptu way, such as giving a speech or teaching a class. It is also a time of generosity and laughter. The spotlight shines on your life. What you are doing now is being noticed. If you're not used to it, you may react with aloofness. Immaturity and any lack of organisation during this time must be avoided, or the matter could fall apart at the seams. But all in all, this is a progressive, energetic card which foretells prodigious things on the horizon. This card indicates matters will be going your way, but leadership on your part is necessary. So there we have the success. Leadership reigning over the situation, showing majesty, being king or queen, royalty, being noble, being regal, a return to life, getting a second chance, a resurrection, passionate love, good feelings, happiness, showing confidence, exhibiting grace, generosity, cats, summer months, tropical areas, parties, bonfires, cookouts. The colours orange, red and gold, so some of you may be going to Africa. Decadence, sometimes bad taste, the heart, the liver and the upper spine. Heartburn, dealing and working with children, censoring your inner child, except on special occasions. Gaining favour, winning prizes or awards, finding your divinity. Buddhism, radiating wisdom and light, castles and grandiose homes, new furniture, being noticed, what is shiny and bright, allowing yourselves to shine. Gold, metal, jewellery, mirrors, being willful, acting in your own interest, dignity, pride, conceit, being fair, having integrity, supporting the underdog. This is about your life force, your power, your influence, and your radiance. The heart chakra, stage presence, and charisma. What I'm getting, because of all the other cards being negative, even though this says that there will be success at the end of it, it may not be yours. It may be this energy of the mother who gets what she wants because you fear cutting those ties. So, let's see. There's an issue here definitely with mother and children. And the 21. So 5 or 23 is positive. I think that's the only one we had again, wasn't it? Yep. Yeah, what you give out is what you'll get back. And something, because we're in Mercury retrograde, may trigger you. Something, you've been in this situation before and you think, oh God, I don't want to go through that again. But maybe you have to go through that again till you get it right, basically. 44. Because you'll keep going through it until you do get it right. So the filter of your own experience is how you experience 90% of the time. It's through your own projections. So like I said, comparing yourself to others. When someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. And often it's an unconscious thing, and that's maybe what the argument's about. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life. So somebody will say something and it triggers a memory in you that may not be true anymore. Possibly picking at something you did 30 years ago. Mirrors point to our shadows and our light. Mirrors revealing parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed or loved. And if you have got an elderly mother who's playing on a harp, perhaps your father died that way. So obviously that will trigger you because you'll be worried that the same will happen again. You are not them, they are not you. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you and what you could be mirroring back to yourself. When have you felt like this before? Could there be opportunities to heal something in you, or are they shining a light on something that longs to be healed? Because we've got the wounded warrior. This goes for the good and the bad. So if we look up at people and put them on a pedestal, know that you're just as good as they are. There's nothing about them that isn't in you, or you wouldn't attract them. And don't look down at people, because but for the grace of spirit, you could be there. It's about being humble. If we don't realise that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed. And we will remain hurt and wounded forever. Who or what is triggering you? What is it in you that you are triggering, and what part of you longs to be healed or witnessed? So this mother energy, we've been arguing with her for a couple of weeks now, aren't we, on and off? It's a bit strange. Yeah, you've got to accept, acknowledge. Well, acknowledge first and then you can accept. Look after yourself. That's what this card's about, the self. Acknowledge your desires, what you need, and take the steps to meet them. It's not about what other people want or what they need. And it's not selfish to look after yourself. Examine and note your gifts and talents and achievements. Stop looking at the negative. When you accept all aspects of yourself, you feel centered and confident, and then you can generally acknowledge others. Become aware of the nurture the good qualities of the people in your life so that they feel relaxed and happy in your presence. But also, don't build them up to something they're not. They aren't any better than you. Angel wisdom reminds you to recognize who you truly are, an evolved spirit in a human body. And when you acknowledge your spiritual dimension, you will align with your true self, and then your spirit will soar. As soon as you realize that glass is refillable, you will succeed. Acknowledge who you truly are. Speak your truth. Don't live a lie. Thanks for listening. Bye.